Well, I can't believe we actually did this, but I tilled up and seeded down with grass seed this area here, approximately 30 feet by 40 feet, and we're not going to garden that next year. It's just getting to be too much. The wife and I, we're getting older, and we've got 7,000 feet of garden space, and we're just going to leave this lay fallow for at least 1 year. Got this here yet. I tilled up over there tonight a little bit. We got to plant some garlic yet to winter over. That's about 30 by 60. And then this over here, we got our grapes and whatnot, horseradish and everything. The other night I spread about 2,000 pounds of our compost on this little area where we're going to put our tomatoes next year. And I worked that in with a little field cultivator I got behind the tractor. And we'll probably look at all that horseradish. I got a lot of digging to do yet. Asparagus. We got a pretty good asparagus patch here. And this is where we usually put our sweet corn. That's about 70 foot by 25 foot. Way more than we can use. But it's just getting to be a little bit too much anymore for just the two of us. We're getting closer to 60 every day we go by, and it's just, wow. Come home at night when it's 90 degrees out, and what do you do? Work smarter, not harder, right? Well, we don't get a whole lot of traffic out here. Every once in a while, usually harvest season, you know, it's getting about that time. It's October 7th, but we kind of got our little thing along the ditch here. And I got kind of an odd sense of humor when it comes to yard art. I remember some 150-pound cement blocks came up from the old barn out back, and I just made my own Stonehenge. And then here a week or two ago, I had that old wood stove out in the scrap pile, and I thought about selling it, but everybody'd want to dicker me around on it. And even though it's a good wood stove for a cabin or a garage or something like that, I thought, to hell with it. I just put it out there, stick some wood in it. People drive by, let them think what they want. Well, somehow we got into the walnut husking business here this last couple of weeks. These are 25-gallon tubs, tree pots, but these are the ones I'm just going to throw in the ditch. This one's almost full. This one's about a third full. This one up here, oh, that one's almost all the way full. But me and the wife, we've been sitting around here every once in a while. I think we've done, I don't know, maybe 8 5-gallon buckets full. Hauled them and let them out to dry. Just enough to, we figured out you gotta wear rubber gloves when you do this, because boy, it's some staining shit. But what the hell, something to do. And that walnut meat is pretty expensive, and plus it was helping a buddy of mine out because he has to pick them up, and because he don't want to mow over them. So on the way, it's right on the way home from work, and stop by and shovel them into the truck or a bucket or whatever. But boy, I tell you what, that's a lot of work, but something to do. Something else to do. It's getting ready for winter. Well, I decided since I was done with the brush hog and when I was done with my field cultivator for my little garden plot, I'd hook up the snowblower to old Ollie here. And I tell you what, I didn't have a very good time of it. I'm just douching the chain with some waste oil because it's been sitting outside all summer and I didn't get enough grease on it. But what? There's a half an hour of my life I'll never get back. That thing weighs about 2,000 pounds and I always keep it up on blocks. But during one of them strong winds we had this summer, caught it just right, blew it off the blocks, so it was sitting all cockeyed. So I was out there with pipes and cussing and swearing, trying to get it jockeyed into shape and just to get it hooked up to the 3-point. I was about ready to put a bomb to it, but hopefully I won't need it, but I'll bet I will. Well, it's the same old fare for me tonight. Kibbles and bits in the water dish. But I see what the wife and the doggy are having. It's going to be a crock pot supper. There's about an 8-pound pork roast in there with onions and everything else on it. It smells good. And some potatoes in there with cheese and whatever, huh? Looks pretty good. Smells good. I guess I'll just have my kibbles and bits. Alright. Oh well, they can eat what they want. I got a cold beer. It's gonna get cold outside tonight. And I got some soft maple burning in old Black Sabbath here. So maybe we'll just sit here and fall asleep and call it another day. Alright, but y'all have a good one. Later.